I always thought the whole book club thing was a cliche, until last Friday night, when I woke up at 2 a.m. to an empty bed and the lingering scent of my wife's perfume. My heart was pounding as I stared at her pillow, convincing myself she just couldn't sleep. But something inside me snapped. I threw on a sweatshirt and slipped out into the cold, telling myself I was just going for a walk. I followed the sound of distant laughter to an old community center, where the parking lot was packed with cars at an hour nobody sane should be awake. I peered through the window, expecting to see people clutching novels and coffee mugs, but what I saw instead made my stomach drop. Candlelight flickered over bodies pressed close, people kissing, hands roaming, my wife in the middle of it all, and not one book in sight. My first instinct was to storm in, but I froze, glued to the glass as I tried to make sense of it. She was laughing, free in a way I'd never seen, wrapped up in someone else's arms. I waited outside, shaking, until she finally emerged with a group. When she saw me, her face fell, and for a second, we just stared at each other, the truth hanging between us like smoke. Words tumbled out, accusations, denials, confessions. She told me it wasn't about love or betrayal, but about finding herself, about chasing some wild version of happiness she never thought she deserved. We fought under the streetlights, voices raw, neither of us willing to give ground. The twist? I realized, as I stood there, that the real betrayal wasn't just hers. I'd been ignoring every sign, so desperate to keep our perfect life together that I'd convinced myself she was happy. The secret society, the sneaking out, it was all a symptom of something broken in both of us. I left her there, in the cold glow of the parking lot, unsure if I was angrier at her or at myself for not seeing it all sooner.